Throughout the history of Islamic spirituality, only a handful of names have been remembered with such profound reverence that they seem to transcend the boundaries of time itself. Among those names stands a man described by his followers as the Red Sulphur among the saints, a rare jewel whose existence was believed to illuminate an entire age. He was celebrated as the crystal lamp of the universe, a servant strengthened by unwavering faith, a master who penetrated the hidden meanings of the Holy Quran. Sufism was said to flow through his very being. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was described as his heart. The divine presence was his soul. Those who sought wisdom found an ocean before them. Those searching for guidance discovered a light that seemed to dissolve the darkness of uncertainty. His influence would eventually reach scholars, rulers, seekers, and ordinary people alike. He would later be remembered as one of the great spiritual revivers of his time. But every extraordinary life begins somewhere. And in his case, the story began before he was even born. Before the child ever opened his eyes to the world, a prophecy had already been spoken. Shaykh Sharafuddin ad-Daghestani, the master of the Naqshbandi order, looked upon his pregnant sister and declared that the child she carried possessed a heart without veils. He foretold that the boy would perceive events of both the past and the future, read unseen knowledge directly from the preserved tablets, and one day become the Sultan al-Awliya, the Sultan of the Saints. He would be known among the saints as the leader of the community of Muhammad. He would inherit a secret entrusted by the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, a spiritual state of remaining with the Creator, while continuing to serve creation. The prophecy did not end there. The child was to be named Abdullah, because he would carry the secret of perfect servanthood. Through him, the Naqshbandi order would return to the Arab lands. Through his successor, it would spread across the West and the Far East. Then came one final request. When the child reached 7 years of age, he was to be entrusted entirely to Shaykh Sharafuddin's care. Long before the child took his first breath, his future had already been spoken. The child destined for such remarkable predictions was born in Dagestan in the year 1309 after Hijra, or 1891 of the Common Era. He entered a respected family devoted to medicine. His father served as a physician. His brother would later become Surgeon General in the Russian army. It was a household known for healing the body. Yet another path had already been prepared for the youngest child. A path devoted to healing hearts. From his earliest years, Shaykh Sharafuddin personally supervised his upbringing. Not simply as an uncle, but as the guardian of a profound spiritual inheritance. As stories about the young boy slowly spread through the mountain villages of Dagestan, one question echoed again and again. Could any human life truly fulfill such astonishing predictions? According to those who witnessed his childhood, the answer began revealing itself one extraordinary moment at a time. His birth itself became part of the story. It was Thursday, the 12th day of Rabi al-Awwal. Night had settled quietly over the mountains of Dagestan. Around midnight, his mother, Amina, entered labor. She was alone. Her husband was occupied elsewhere. Her brother was away. In the stillness of that lonely hour, she later described witnessing an extraordinary vision. Two noble women appeared before her. Rabia al-Adawiya, remembered for her devotion and love of God. And Asia, the believing wife of Pharaoh. They remained only briefly, helping her through the delivery, before disappearing from sight. Moments later, the child entered the world. Just then, his father arrived and completed the birth. From the very beginning, those closest to him noticed things they could not easily explain. His parents never remembered hearing him cry. When he was barely 1 year old, they often found him resting with his forehead upon the ground in prostration. Family members looked on in astonishment. Neighbors spoke quietly among themselves. At only 7 months of age, he began speaking clearly enough to make himself understood. He was often seen moving his head gently from right to left while uttering the divine name. As the months became years, the stories surrounding him only multiplied. By the age of 3, visitors arriving at his parents' home were startled when the child addressed them by name, despite never having met them. Some later claimed that he spoke about events still hidden in their future. Word spread quickly. People traveled from nearby villages simply to witness the remarkable child for themselves. Before reaching 7 years of age, he had already mastered the Holy Quran. He sat beside Shaykh Sharafuddin, listening as visitors brought difficult questions concerning the divine law. Again and again, the answers came from the young boy himself. Clear, confident, remarkably precise. Soon, his father's house became a gathering place. People arrived carrying burdens, questions, important decisions. Families preparing for marriage sought his guidance, asking whether their union would succeed and whether it accorded with the divine will recorded in the preserved tablets. His reputation spread far beyond his own village. Scholars examined his judgments and accepted them. Spiritual masters journeyed from distant places to hear knowledge flowing from a child scarcely 7 years old. Even Shaykh Sharafuddin wondered how such wisdom emerged so naturally. When asked about its source, Abdullah explained that the words appeared before him as though written directly from the divine presence, and he merely read what had been shown. He spoke about realities few dared discuss openly. Yet he also understood the weight carried by such knowledge. At only 7 years old, he remarked that if he revealed everything placed within his heart, even saints would cut his throat. Knowledge never distracted him from worship. It strengthened it. He became known for meticulous obedience to the divine law. Always the first to arrive at the mosque. The first for each of the 5 daily prayers. The first at gatherings of dhikr. The first among scholars. The first in spiritual assemblies. His discipline became as well known as his knowledge. Then another reputation began spreading across the region. People started bringing the sick before him. He recited Surat al-Fatiha. He gently breathed upon them. Many were said to recover. Eventually, others arrived carrying only requests. A father too ill to travel. A wife confined to bed. A loved one many miles away. He would recite a single Fatiha and dedicate it for them. According to those who sought his help, healing reached them, regardless of distance. Among his many extraordinary qualities, this became one of the most widely remembered. By the time Abdullah reached only 7 years of age, the extraordinary predictions spoken before his birth appeared, in the eyes of those around him, to be unfolding before them. The child, surrounded by prophecy, had become recognized by scholars, spiritual masters, and ordinary villagers alike. His mastery of the Quran, his acceptance among learned authorities, his explanations of spiritual realities, his devotion to worship, his guidance, his healing. Together, they formed the foundation of a reputation that reached far beyond childhood. What began as a prophecy was becoming, for those who witnessed his early life, a living reality. Whether remembered for extraordinary knowledge, for devotion, or for the accounts of spiritual gifts, every episode of Abdullah's childhood points toward the same enduring theme. Knowledge was never separated from worship. Recognition never stood apart from humility. Extraordinary ability was always accompanied by steadfast obedience to the divine law. His story is preserved, not simply as the account of an exceptional child, but as the gradual unveiling of a life dedicated entirely to serving God through serving humanity. Each moment became another thread, woven into a larger tapestry of spiritual purpose. People came carrying questions. Others arrived burdened by illness, uncertainty, or grief. Some came only to witness the child whose name had spread across the mountains of Dagestan. Many returned believing they had encountered something greater than remarkable intelligence. They believed they had witnessed a life already shaped by a calling that reached beyond ordinary human experience. Long before adulthood, Abdullah had become, in the hearts of many, a source of guidance, a source of hope, a quiet certainty. A light, they believed, illuminated every sincere seeker who came before him. In the years that followed, Abdullah would be remembered as a reviver of religion, a pillar among the knowers of God, and one of the foremost masters of the Naqshbandi tradition. For those who preserved these accounts, the extraordinary events of his childhood were never isolated wonders. They were the opening chapters of a legacy that would continue to inspire spiritual seekers across the Arab world, the West, the Far East, and beyond, for generations to come.